we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense has the ball first today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. They're working that left side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got a chance.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it out with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll move the wide receiver. to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Gonzalez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Finds his man, it's Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on third down for this offense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
To the air, it's Overton. Here comes the heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He shanked it. They got next to nothing out of that as the punt goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark it right around the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I tell you what, these big-body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Overton. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Brings it down on the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Overton. Here's a hit! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gamecocks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Perry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run all.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Overton. Under fire. Makes the catch on the left. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw. It's Overton. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a crease. It's Perry. Nice move to keep running. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The play action fake. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback on the keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Oh, and he missed it. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
Brings into the open. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the run, it's Perry. Makes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Finds a tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Gonzalez. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, Man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside. He was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Turns it loose. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying to pound their way in. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Overton. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that 2nd down.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. Like, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 28 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the ground with the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A strike downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Now the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen him. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Overton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that. Played great D. Broke on the...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
He's taking the deep shot.